Hi, guys, and welcome back to RT Share Tea, where respiratory therapists live out loud. Okay, so with me, your host, Linda Fry, the Asthma Lady. And today we are going to talk about stepping outside of our comfort zone and accepting challenges. So I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody. So, in the spirit of the new year, we all know we have new goals and new things that we want to accomplish. And so we want to talk about the how we're going to level up at in our careers, right, in the choices that we make in the year 2022. So the year 2022 is the year of double, you know what I'm saying? So double the blessings and double the experience, double the joy, and anything that you want to experience, we have to think like this for this year, right? And remember, this all starts in the mind. It all starts with you, right? So we want to stay positive and just have faith, and we got to put the work behind the faith. That's it, right? With COVID and all, we have to put the work behind the faith if we want to level up, right? So today we're definitely going to talk about this, stepping outside of our comfort zone. And last week we spoke about the mentor mentee relationship and the power behind this relationship and how this propels you forward, and having an accountability partner, a success partner, a cheerleader, somebody that's wants to see you do well, and is interested in your progress, and them themselves are motivated to continue to progress, right? So to piggyback off that, we're going to talk about the comfort zone. And the perfect example I have for a comfort zone to me is this TV show that was around during the 90s. I'm dating myself, I know. It was called Married with Children. And if you know this TV show, it was really popular. It was about a guy called Al Bundy. So Al Bundy, just in case you guys don't know the show or don't remember the show, Al Bundy um, was a working father who his claim to fame was playing high school football. So he has this story that he tells all the time, that he scored 4 touchdowns in one game, and that was his glory story, right? So based off that, um he's never really accomplished anything beyond that. So if you know his story, he was a shoe salesman, and that was like the butt of the joke for him, that he played high school football, and that was his one thing that he did, and other than that, he's just living a mediocre life as a shoe salesman, right? So so basically he was in his comfort zone, even though he was at a job that he hated and despised. And he had a story every day about how his life was the worst. But he never did anything to change it. So understand what a comfort zone can do to somebody. And to me, that show it's just classic in showing what a comfort zone can do to you. And just we call it the Al Bundy syndrome. Like, you did that one great thing, and you're living off that constantly, right? And being afraid to do anything else because you feel like basically you can't do better actually than that one experience. So that's the Al Bundy syndrome. I love that show. Super funny, right? For those of us back then in the 90s. So, stepping outside of your comfort zone, you want to do things while afraid. And this is something that I constantly try to keep doing. Like, when I get that knots in my stomach, and from doing something new, when I'm preparing to do something new, and I get that like, my heart starts to beat fast or whatever, I know that it's a good sign. And know that I've seen so many YouTube videos and read books about, how our brain protects us from stepping out of our comfort zone. Because remember, when you're scared, your brain is meant to protect you. So when you're scared and your heart beats fast, and you're sweating, or whatever, your brain thinks that something's wrong with you. So what it does is it flashes things in your mind, like it gives you fear. It makes you scared. Like, oh, if you do this, this is gonna happen to you. Like, no, 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 no. You good where you are. Don't do that. That's your brain. So it starts to give you scenarios of you, I don't know, failing, or you just having a bad experience or whatever, and it keeps you in place. But know that that's the job of the brain. But it's just a good habit to start to do things while afraid, because then you start to have momentum, and you start to train your brain. Like, look, listen, I didn't die. I didn't die. And you create this momentum of, okay, you give yourself more courage based off that thing that you did in the past. It's like, well, you see, I did this, and I did not die, so I can therefore do this. So understand that, for the comfort zone. And for me personally, this year, for myself, I will share that I plan to be more creative. Like, my all of this is outside of my comfort zone, doing anything creative. And I'm afraid of my own creativity, right? Because I have so many ideas, and I'm just, sometimes I'm just scared of my own creativity. So that's how I step out of my comfort zone. Anything from speaking about new topics, doing new art projects, and creating new things. And I'm just gonna keep pushing myself in 2022 to continue on this route. So know that if the worst that can happen to you when you do something new, or you step outside of your comfort zone, or you accept a new challenge, or you create a new challenge for yourself, the worst thing that can happen to you is that you die. So if you don't die, you are okay. You will be fine. All right. So, yes, you might fail and feel embarrassed or whatever, but and we'll talk about that on later episodes. Learning how to deal with failure, because I've dealt with that too. How to deal. I have failed in out loud, and I have failed behind closed doors. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that on another day. So, well, I hope that this topic of stepping outside of your comfort zone and challenging yourself and accepting new challenges encourages you to do new things in 2022, the year of double, right? And so I hope this helped out somebody here today. And I just want to say, if you guys have a story that you want to share, please contact us at rtsharetea@gmail.com. So that's rtsharetea at gmail.com. And so we can discuss, whatever stories that we're experiencing at work. I am purposely not talking about COVID at this time because just like the rest of the country, I'm COVID out. So, um, yes. Okay. So, but anyway, thank you so much for joining me at RT Share Tea. And remember to to invest in yourself and only compete with yesterday's version of you. All right, guys. See you next Wednesday.